I'm going to show you how to solve proportions by cross multiplying and forming equations out of our cross products. Let's look at my first example. I have 1 over 9 equals a over a plus 24. So when I use cross products, I can say I can multiply this by this and multiply this by this. Well, when I'm multiplying this by this, I have to realize I'm multiplying this one by this entire quantity. Remember, this is a quantity, so I can represent that as 1 times a plus 24 is equal to 9 times this quantity, which would be 9 times a. Well, this is the distributive property. Because I'm multiplying this one by everything in the denominator, I have to make sure I take this one and actually multiply it by everything. So I can use distributive property, or I know 1 times any number is that number, so I'm left with 1a, or 1 times a, which is a, and 1 times 24, which is 24, is equal to 9a. Now I have variables on both sides. This is an equation involving variables on both sides. In order for me to, if you want more information on how to solve an equation with variables on both sides, you're more than welcome to visit my video titled Variables on Both Sides. My goal is to bring this a over to this side, and I do that by the inverse. If this is a positive a, I get rid of it by subtracting. I'm left with 24 on this side. 24 is equal to 9a minus a, which is, there's a 1 over here, so that gives me 8a. I divide by 8. I divide by 8. A is equal to 3. Let's take a look at another example. I have c minus 8 over negative 2 is equal to 11 minus 4c over 11. Remember, I can take and cross multiply to solve. So I have c minus 8 times 11, and remember, it's the entire quantity that's being multiplied by 11, is equal to 11 minus 4c, that entire quantity, by negative 2. Now, if these numbers outside or on the right of the parentheses is bothering you, we can rewrite it. We can make this as 11 times c minus 8 is equal to negative 2 times 11 minus 4c. Now that I've rewritten it, I can simply distribute. I can say 11 times c, 11 times 8. So I have 11c on this side minus 88 is equal to, now remember, I have to distribute this entire negative 2 in. I have negative 2 times 11, which is negative 22. And I have negative 2 times, look at this, negative 4c. A negative times a negative is a positive. And 2 times 4 is 8c. Now I can combine my like terms. My c's need to be combined. I'm always going to take my smaller c value, so that would be my 8c. So I can subtract that from here. It cancels out over here. 11c minus 8c is 3c. I'm left with minus 88 is equal to negative 22. Now I can do the inverse operation of negative 88, so that would be add 88. I'm left with 3c equals negative 22 plus 88 is 66. Divide each side by 3. Divide by 3. C equals 22. And that is my solution.